Hey everybody, this is R. Kronk from Deathmasters, and today we're going to be talking about gowipe and gowiwi, which is Golem Wizard P.E.K.K.A. and Golem Wizard Witch. One thing to remember here is that giants can be used instead of the golem if you're saving up dark. That can be a good alternative to the golem. We'll show a little bit of both tonight, and then we also need to keep the meat shield in front, keep the giants and the golem in front, and that's a really important part of that's basically the bulk of the attack. One other thing that you want to be careful of too is to clear out the outside buildings so that the P.E.K.K.A. don't go around the outside and the heroes. We want to, so here dropping the giants in instead of golem, dropping some wall breakers in to break in further, and then dropping the heroes and then the witches in the back. The witches are really weak, and so they have to be back behind the rest of the troops. So we dropped some of those wizards at the start to clear out the outside so everything would dive into the center. So sounds like there might be a couple of witches dying there, but looks like generally the meat shield is staying in the front, and that's the giants, the heroes, and any other heavy troops that can take a lot of damage. Then the weaker troops like the wizards and the witches can come in from the back and do damage a little bit more long range, especially the witches with the skeletons. Those skeletons can go all over the place, and so hopefully the witches will stay behind. Now, sometimes because the giants and the golem go after defenses and the witches go after anything, sometimes they get split up, and if that happens, then things can go really badly. So if the giants get out of the way and the witches go a different way, then the witches can just be destroyed by mortars or wizard towers or, well, just about anything. So here we're finishing up some of the cleanup here. A little bit of a trap in front of the town hall there with the Teslas, but we will take them out with the queen. And there's a P.E.K.K.A. there too, just for good measure. And we'll take the town hall out. Looks as though there are still some witches left, so that's good. And since all the defenses are gone, it's just a matter of cleaning up. Now this next raid is another gowiwi. So we've got the giants going down first. Everything's aiming at the giants, so then I take the wizards along the edges to make sure that everything's cleared out so that the heroes and the P.E.K.K.A.s don't go around the outside. If your heroes and P.E.K.K.A.s go around the outside, you're pretty much dead. So it's really important to clear that out at the start. And then we have the wizards and witches coming in behind the heroes. And the witches, the skeletons, do a really good job of taking out heroes and castle troops, so a lot of times you don't have to worry too much about those. And we've got some wall breakers coming in, and it looked like things stayed pretty well organized here. The giants are staying in front of the witches. The heroes are pretty much staying in front as well. Now, one thing that happens sometimes is when looks like the witches and some of the archers went around the right side over there and on the left side. So they did split up a little bit here. So as soon as the meat shield is gone, the rest of it gets picked off pretty quickly, as you can see. Those witches will be dead soon. And think we got a lot of the loot and took out the whole center of the base, including the town hall, so it's a pretty decent... We can watch the archers hit the walls for a little while. Yeah, pretty decent grab there, but it did kind of fall apart as soon as the meat shield was dead, or went a different way from the ones in the back. Now here's one where DP96 is doing a defense. He had, I think it's a gowipe attack. If we can get it going here. So this is DP's town, and the person attacking him dropped golems first. Now tons of castle troops came out and just really pounded that first golem. He's almost dead. And when the golem dies, it splits into two golemites, and those eventually die as well. But even though those golem took a lot of damage, his heroes are in there taking a lot of damage, and he's actually doing P.E.K.K.A.s, so it's a gowipe. And so he's got a lot of heavy troops in there. That's one of the advantages to the gowipe, is that you don't have the weak witches in the background getting killed. The P.E.K.K.A. can hold their own if they get split up from the golem and others. This video is a little bit laggy, so sorry about that. So that one went through and basically just got a lot of loot, so that was not good. So this is me doing gowipe. You see the wizards around the edge, clearing out all the edge stuff so that everything dives into the middle. And we're trying to get a couple more wall breakers in there. It looks like they made it. And it's just mass chaos. Another thing that can happen too is if everything gets piled up against a wall, hitting a wall, then the lighter troops, if they're close enough to the heavier troops, they can get damaged too. So sometimes that can happen. It looks like this one's going pretty well. The giants are kind of leading the way, and the barbarian king is up there too. And then the queen's kind of sitting back, taking out some of the stuff across the walls, and she's at this point taking out some dark, which makes me very happy. And then we've got that's the other thing that's nice, is that the P.E.K.K.A. and the heroes aren't affected by spring traps, so it's always fun to watch the spring traps have no effect on them. So this town's pretty much gutted, and we've still got plenty of firepower here to take out the final defenses. And they'll head on over to that last Tesla. That giant bomb took out the queen, and that's sad. And it looks like we're gonna possibly get the whole thing here. Yep, we are. Okay, and then we've got another, I believe this is another gowipe. And this is the last one. This one I did today. I threw one archer on the town hall just because I hate not getting the town hall when I'm busy doing other stuff, so that'll come in handy a little later. Now I split the giants up into two pieces so that I could throw the wall breakers between them without getting too messed up. The wizards are taking out the outside stuff so that the P.E.K.K.A.s will go inside instead of around the outside, because they'll go to whatever building is closest. And usually if the giants are taking out stuff on the inside, the outside buildings end up being closer, and then they go outside, and that never works well. Now it's just kind of a frenzy of rage spells. On these attacks, I've been using 3 rage spells and 1 healing spell. um, just to kind of give them a boost as they're trying to break through. When there are a lot of defenses hitting them, I'll rage them to get them busted through quicker, and then I'll heal them to keep some of the damage down so they can make it in further. Once it gets down to the last part here, there are fewer defenses hitting them, so it's not as crucial. And I love that queen hanging back behind the giants, just picking stuff off. The queen has a really good range for that. Then I think the lowly archer on the town hall in the corner gets a little bit of help here. As a wizard, king, and P.E.K.K.A come over to just take the rest of it out. Oh, there goes a wizard. And there goes another one. So at this point we've got like 4 buildings left, and we'll speed it up a little bit. Head on over to that last barracks and take it out. So that's pretty much it. Remember to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.